Every single day, 3,000 new vehicles hit the roads of Jakarta, making the notorious traffic jams in Indonesia's capital city even worse. From above, it's daunting. Inside, it seems inescapable.
Traffic in Jakarta is probably the single most talked about and frustrating problem for Jakartans.
Most dwellers here will agree, if you have to navigate this messy gridlock, you're best to do it on 2 wheels instead of 4.
In a car during traffic hours, getting back from the office area to some of the main residential areas can take you up to an hour and a half and whatnot. Whereas on a motorcycle, easily you cut that in half.
GOJEKs, the Indonesian term for motorcycle taxis, are becoming more and more common in a city where the average speed of a car in traffic is around 5 miles an hour, slightly faster than a brisk walk. To become an GOJEK driver, all you need is a motorbike, which can be financed these days with a $50 down payment. The market is now flooded with motorcycle taxis and with drivers who spend most of their time waiting around at neighborhood street corners. Last year, Jakarta native and recent Harvard business graduate Nadiem Makarim saw an opportunity to capitalize on the industry's underutilized workforce.
The aha moment came at the back of a motorcycle, back of an GOJEK. I started actually talking to him and basically interviewing the driver. I asked him, how many hours of a day do you actually spend taking customers from A to B? And after giving me his response, I was shocked. I discovered that over 70 to 75% of his time, he was idle.
Shortly after his fateful motorcycle ride, Nadiem co-founded GOJEK, the city's first dispatcher for motorcycle taxi and courier services.
Okay, our driver will be right.
We have 200 drivers spread across 80 locations. They send an SMS saying that I'm available at this particular zone, and that shows up in our computer system. So when we're allocating drivers, we essentially find the nearest available driver and send them off.
16 kilometer, Bapak.
Nadiem's company doesn't hire new drivers, and they don't put any new GOJEKs on the road. They attract new customers with social media and an easy-to-use website, then connect them with already existing GOJEK drivers through a dispatch service. GOJEK takes 35% of the fare.
Nanti kita akan cari lokasi yang tepat.
Oh, udah Pak.
Armin Saya has been working with the startup for about 6 months now. He's enjoying the perks, which include a helmet and jacket sporting their logo, and 2 or 3 additional jobs a day.
Kalau saya kan motor kredit.
I bought my motorcycle on credit. I used to be a bit late making the repayments, but now I pay it off on time.
Itu aja.
This afternoon, GOJEK has sent Armin Saya to pick up Hannah,
Iya.
who is working for an NGO in Jakarta. She prefers the quickness of a motorcycle to a car and has become a regular GOJEK customer.
All the GOJEK drivers that I have had have been reliable and good. They've got someone to answer to in terms of they're representing a company, whereas often when you're just walking down the street and jumping on a GOJEK, they have no obligation to you.
According to Nadiem, GOJEK drivers like Armin Saya are more reliable, not because they receive any additional training, but because the company recruits them based on 3 criteria. They must have a valid license, at least 2 years experience, and priority is given to drivers with a family.
GOJEK drivers with families are on average more dependable, and they're willing to work harder to basically provide for their family.
Armin Saya, a father of 2 with 5 years experience driving, fits GOJEK's profile of a reliable driver, and so far he's proved to be one. He appreciates the extra work and the extra tips from customers like Hannah.
Oke, sana terima kasih. Ya.
But he has one gripe with GOJEK. He says their commission is too high.
Ya, kayaknya
Yes, I think their 35% cut is too big. 25% would be just right.
pas kayak gue.
Some of the other GOJEK drivers at his post agree.
Terlalu besar. Kalau ini mah 25%. Nah, kalau 25% udah nggak tuh boto.
Nadiem says GOJEK was created to benefit the drivers as much as the customers, and simply offers them a chance to earn additional income. He says the ultimate goal is eventually to work with the city to join the public transit system. and offer his drivers social security benefits and health care.
I think it would be an amazing proof of concept that the informal transport sector can be used to actually support public infrastructure. And I think proving that could be a very, very powerful force for emerging cities all across Asia and beyond.
For Time Video, this is Jacob Templin in Jakarta.